that looks the same. I'm going to lock it. Ah! All right, let's lock it. And let's see if this works or not around my neck. All right. Just like that. It's a pretty short scarf. The question is, do I need it or want it to be longer? Not particularly do. And we could add a bit of fringe to the bottom. It goes around my neck, tied. And right now it is, let's see how many inches long. Oh wow, went past 40. It is 45 inches long. I think it's sufficient. If I was going to make it for myself, I think I'd probably make it maybe another 10 inches long. Not making it for myself though. I'll either give it away or sell it. And yeah, so it's 45 inches. My pattern is this stripe. And now it's time to sew in the ends, to weave in the ends, they call it. All right, so let me go get a wide end needle and I'll be right back. So now we are going to weave in the ends that have been left out on this scarf. And weaving in the ends is about locking the threads in place and doing that without adding a bunch of knots, which can make it bumpy. So I have this tapestry needle. You can see the size of the head of the needle compared to the yarn. This one's a rather dull one. It's not pokey. You can't accidentally, well, I suppose if you pushed hard enough you can do yourself an injury, but it takes some effort and some bad luck. All right, usually I lick the end of this before inserting it into the needle, but let's see if I can do it without licking. Ooh. All right, it's in. So for this red one, can you see it? There we go. For this red one, you'll notice there's a yellow on top of it that kind of is taking away, I guess, from the overall aesthetic. I'm going to go on top of that, and my goal is to insert the needle in such a way so you can see it going in there. I'm going to check the other side and make sure I don't see needle. Good, you can see where it's coming out, but you don't see the body of the needle. The reason that's important is you don't want to have your yarn showing through. You want to look seamless. So I'm going to pull this through. Try not to lose the end because it is rather short. So now I'm going to stick completely on the red because there's a red color. I'm going to go back in on the next row, and you can do this any way that suits you, but I like to go down and up or side to side. Do some sort of zigzag fashion to lock in that thread before you cut it. So I'm going to stick it in another row there. You don't see it on this side. Let's check the other. Nope. So I'm going to pull it through. Let's see if I have enough. Yeah, I have enough length to go one more time, I think. Trying to get in between those stitches so it is seamless. Okay, it's good on this side. Let's check the other. I think we're good. So I'm going to pull this one through and then I'm going to trim it. All right, cut it and then take a look and see if we can see it. All right, the first has been sewn in, and I'd like to think that that's seamless. I can, if I just glanced at it, I couldn't tell that something was weaved in there. All right, so we're going to do that for all of these. Next one's the yellow. If you pick up crochet and do enough of this, you are going to find that you have a lot of things to weave in and a lot of little ends that get cut. I hate wasting such things, and I am an early childhood educator, and I feel like I could use them either for stuffing for a toy, or I could use them for an art project for children. So I keep, actually, a box of my yarn ends for me to use in the future for some project, I know not what. All right. So I don't want to go through this loop because that's the loop it's coming out of, and that would just undo the work. So I'm going to, let's see, go on top of it, I think. Go over the loop it came out of, and make it go through. Oop. All right, that feels good. Looks clean on this side. Let's check the other. Yep, we're good. I'm going to pull it through. All right, so now to go back in a zigzag, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so that looks good on this side. Let's check the other side. Yep, we're golden, literally, gold thread. And one more. I'm gonna go the next row over. Okay, let me check the other side. We're good. I'm going to pull it through and cut. Okay, toss it in my bin. All right, so you can see how that cleans up the edge without adding the bulk or the feeling of knots on the edge. All right, so I'm going to do that to all of my loose ends. And for each gold stripe, I have 4 loose ends, and then I have the 1 loose end from when I started, and the 1 from when I ended. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 4 is 44, 45, 46 of these suckers to weave in.
Focus and split like that gloves.
I appreciate the gesture.
Well, you're only a safeguard, really, in case of nerves. I imagine there are a few gatherings in Guernsey that involve such spectacle.
None.